Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so we're moving on with Alcyone Light Healing. We have the Throat Chakra. This is a bonus part of the modality. So we're going to be talking about the Throat Chakra, and then there will be a Throat Chakra meditation that is posted to the channel for everybody. So the Throat Chakra is our fifth chakra, so we're in the fifth level of Alcyone Light Healing, coming to the end of it. And it is at the base of our throat, and this helps us with our communication and our expression. So it can also be our communication verbally or our communication through our body language. So how we read people's energies, or the way that they're moving, or the way that they're speaking. This is kind of connected to that. This also helps us to restore energy and detoxify impurities from our body and our mind. Our throat chakra, the name for it is Vishuddha or Vishuddha, and that means to purify harmful substances. So it's like a purifier. This is like our, like our filter system. The color is bright blue, and it is associated with pure, soothing, calming, healing energies. And it also helps us to connect with the divine, or our divine self, our, innermost higher self. This gives us the power to speak our truth, and it also gives us the power to connect to stillness of our body and our mind. And it helps us to get uncluttered from negative thoughts, okay? Now, the element that was connected to this, they called it Akasha, which equals space. So this opens the possibility of an expansion of our perspective, and seeking and speaking truth is what we are doing through this chakra. And it is also good for internal communication with our true self. So everybody communicates with everybody here, like on a surface level, but deep within there's a true self, and depending upon how authentic you are, and probably just what the circumstances are around you, will dictate how truthful you are being to your authentic self. Because if you're in the middle of a situation where maybe you're very frustrated, but you're trying to respect your elders, or you understand that, yeah, I'm frustrated, but like this person has something worse going on right now, or I need to be understanding of the situation, but it doesn't stop you from feeling frustration, but it may stop you from speaking on it. So you may wait until you get, with somebody that you're more, calm with, or more connected to, that knows you on a deeper level. So you could be like, oh my God, that was so frustrating or aggravating or whatever, because they're not going to judge you based off of whatever. You know what I mean? So it's basically being that authentic self, but also the part of you that most people are never going to get to know. That's what it helps you connect with. And then this also helps us to, when it's in a balanced energy and it's in a pure energy, it helps us to listen to the guidance of pure energy, and it can help us to understand others very effectively and deeply. So you may be able to understand another person's perspective. When you're more balanced in your throat chakra, you're going to get their perspective on a deeper level. They may not even have to speak to you to tell you how they're feeling or what they're thinking or what's going on, and you may just innately know what's going on. I feel like people who are in like the spiritual community, or empaths, they probably have some weird stuff going on with their throat chakra, because we, as an empath, sometimes we're going to be like more aware of other people's energies, or more of awareness of their emotions or what they're feeling, because we learned as children, usually with what's going on around us, that we needed to read the room, we needed to read other people's energy, we needed to know, is it safe for me to enter, is it safe for me to like approach my mom right now, is it safe for me to do what I'm doing? Because oftentimes people who are empaths pick that ability up out of a necessity to know, is it okay? We're always in fight or flight. So empaths go into their life on fight or flight mode, and they're always reading other people's energy. That's why they end up being psychics, or being, intuitive, because they had no choice but to be that way. If they had parents that were narcissistic, or parents that were alcoholics, or parents that were on drugs, because you never knew what you were going to get. So you read the energy like, oh, is mom okay? Because I don't know if she's going to be normal or if she's going to be freaking out for no reason. So let me just kind of read the energy, and that puts you on high alert. And then if you go out into the world and you meet more people, and those people also for some reason end up having some chaos, or you get, mixed up with the wrong crowd, or you get mixed up with the wrong person romantically, you're going to start reading energy everywhere you go, because you're never going to know if you can trust anybody based off of all these experiences that you've had. And also, this is very much tied to our emotions, like our expression of our emotions and what we're feeling. If you grew up in a family where expressing your emotions was frowned upon, or people weren't really like okay with that, it wasn't something that was recognized as a good thing, you may turn your emotions off, and then you may not even know how you feel, or may not know how to describe your feelings or what's going on inside of you at any given moment, because you just never allowed yourself to go there, because you never were given the green light to do it as a child. Kids are usually like, gonna find out from their parents what is the good thing to do and what's the bad thing to do. And if they're never given recognition for when they say like, I'm sad, or I don't feel good, or I don't feel happy, or I'm feeling, really joyful, or whatever it was, if there was never, somebody encouraging emotion from the child, they're not going to know how to feel when they grow up. They're never going to know their emotions. They're never going to know feelings. They're still going to have feelings, but they're not going to know how to verbalize them. They're not going to understand them. So it can be, difficult for people with this chakra, and it's going to get blocked, and then it's going to break down communication in their relationships. It's going to break down communication with their friendships. It's going to break down communication with themselves, and it's going to cause some issues. So when it's imbalanced, it causes communication to break down. It causes us to have a refusal of being able to listen to our inner self and also others. It's like we just can't understand others because we don't identify with them, especially if somebody's like deeply feeling, and we don't have those deep feelings, we're not going to know how to identify with them. Others are unable to understand us because we may be saying words or thinking things or speaking things or doing things that they don't understand because they've never done that, or they maybe have done all of the normal things with their emotions, and you're not. You're internalizing stuff, or you're doing things, physically doing things rather than feeling. Like I'll do a lot of stuff, like I'm cleaning and I'm working and I'm doing it, I'm constantly moving and I'm constantly organizing and picking this up and doing that and taking care of this, because when I stop, I've got to focus or feel. I've got to think about the stuff that I don't want to think about. I got to feel the feelings I don't want to feel. So we can, run ourselves rampant or run ourselves around constantly trying to avoid feelings. And when others can't understand us, or when we are not allowing ourselves to, be part of these communications or these experiences with other people who are feeling or, expressing our things that are being understood by others, it's going to make us feel alone. You could be surrounded by a billion people, but if they don't understand you, or they don't get you, they don't know what the hell it is you're saying or what you've got going on inside of you, you're going to feel alone. There can also be a hesitation in speaking or expressing your emotions. There can be a lack of vocabulary to express your emotions. Like you may just not know how to put words to what you're feeling. Like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know how to say what I want to say. Like, I think like you might think instead of feel. When someone says, how do you feel? And you say, I think, then those are not feeling words. Those are thinking words. You want to come out of your head and into your heart and into your body. Like, are you feeling warm? Are you feeling cold? Are you feeling like a wave? Are you feeling tense? Are you feeling like a twisting? Are you feeling like a knot in your stomach? Are you feeling, tension up here in your neck? Are you feeling whatever it is? Just become more aware of the feelings. And then there could be aggressive behavior for those who have a blocked throat, because they're not getting heard, they're not speaking what they need to say, so they're going to get angry. They're going to be like, blah, 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 get all pissed off. They may use negative words or behaviors as a result of this as well. So again, like they may be aggressive, but they may also be like, what the fuck, blah, 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 like just go off, and because they don't know how to verbalize what they really feel or what they really want to say, or they just don't even understand where they're coming from. So Other things that could happen are like a sore throat, hormone fluctuations, pain, stiff neck, just having things like messed up within the throat area. Like we have our thyroid there, we have our, what do you call it? There's a lot of stuff in that area. It's like your hormone balance, your voice, your words, all of that stuff is going to be, it's going to have some issues when you're blocked. To heal the throat chakra, to be empowered to understand your authentic self, you can do different yoga poses. There's the shoulder stand and the plow pose or two that they had, that they said you could do. I'm not specifically sure on what those poses look like or how to do them, but you could always Google and see what that looks like. Mindful meditation, just meditating and connecting and being mindful is a way to connect with your throat chakra, which we're going to have a meditation specific for this. And then affirmations, speaking affirmations like, I communicate easily and confidently. I feel comfortable speaking my mind. I am balanced in speaking and listening. I set clear boundaries. I speak my truth. I speak my true thoughts clearly. And then eating whole grain foods like brown rice, reducing sugar is going to help all of your chakras. Fruits that grow on trees are good for your throat, like apples and oranges. Spices like salt, lemongrass, and ginger are good for your throat. Doing breath work, getting creative, expressing your emotions physically, like you could do like charades or something where it's like let's express this emotion, depression, like how are you going to show depression, how are you going to show sadness, how are you going to show anger, how are you going to show bored, get used to that, because those are literally things like kids with like autism, they have to learn those things. They have to learn facial cues, they have to learn what those things mean. Not saying that you would have that, but if you're somebody that was cut off from your emotions your whole life, you may not pick up on facial cues. You may not pick up on things that other people have going on that are clear indicators that they're feeling a certain way. So training yourself to learn those things and feel those things and identify those things with others would be a good thing to have. Expressing your emotions through drawing, like you could draw either abstract or you could draw like a face with the facial expressions. And then journaling is a great way to express your emotions and to get things out and to be expressing your truth. Coloring, painting, laughing, music, singing, humming, using your voice, and wearing the color blue are all great ways to, balance your throat chakra. I did also look up the essential oils and different crystals. I know one of my favorite crystals is the Labradorite, and it's obviously got blue in it. But this is also good for empaths. So if you're somebody that does always be in that fight or flight type of energy of, I don't know, let me take on everybody else's energy, let me take on everybody else's stuff. And it's more so because you were always on high alert as a kid and you had to know. When you get older, you want to have something in place. Like, okay, now I know that I'm an empath. I'm feeling everybody's stuff because I had to out of necessity. But now I'm going to put boundaries up around me. I'm going to put myself in a ball of light. I'm going to have this with me because this is going to transmute energy. It's going to take negativity and, protect me. This is the magician stone. This is the empath stone. This is a healer stone. It's also a starseed stone. But this is going to help to bounce other people's energies off of you so that you're not, inside of people's energies so much anymore. And some of the other things they say here, singing, chanting, humming, reading out loud. Essential oils are frankincense, calendula, jasmine, rosemary, sage, cypress, sandalwood, lang-lang, geranium, eucalyptus, clove, peppermint, and tea tree. Yoga poses are also camel, bridge, fish, plow, standing forward, bend, cat, cow, lion's breath, shoulder stand. Eat more fruit, drink more water, talk about your emotions, journal, speak affirmations or mantras. And the mantra for this one is hum. And then mindful breathing, wearing the color blue. And the chakras that they have are, different blue crystals are Lapis Lazuli. This is going to help you to have a desire for knowledge and enhance your intuitive powers. It's good for self-discovery, work that will allow you to discover your purpose. It will enhance your creativity and learning capability and bridging the connection between spiritual and physical realms. It also brings balance to our relationships so that we can enjoy peaceful communication, and it is beneficial to the ears, nose, throat, and thyroid. Labradorite is a stone that is about self-discovery. It improves intuition, turns the aura into a shield, blocking negativity. It calms the mind and it stimulates the imagination so that new ideas can flourish. With its help, we can understand the root cause of our struggles and we can have the confidence to move beyond them. It also promotes courteous and congenial work environments, and it reduces impulsive, reckless, and antisocial behavior. Then Chrysocola, I think I have some of that too. It's a wonderful throat chakra. For emotional turmoil, it reduces, it brings calming and strengthening energies at the same time. It improves the inner strength and stability with our gentle, powerful energy, able to rid ourselves of stress, anxiety, and depression. It is a good stone for self-expression. It enhances feminine goddess energy in us. It helps us to experience a deeper level of love, peace, and compassion so that we can communicate from our heart and express ourselves authentically. Blue apatite is also good for removing confusion and reducing the emotions that hold us back in life. It will help you to experience less negativity, guilt, sorrow, anger, or irritability. It stimulates your mind and it primes it for knowledge, and it sparks creative ideas for better problem solving. It enhances psychic abilities and opens us up to many levels of consciousness. It is particularly useful for the use of healing emotional wounds that are a result of past life traumas. It also helps the metabolism and teeth. Then the kyanite, blue kyanite is good for your throat chakra. It opens up lines of communication so that we can settle disagreements, negotiations, improve difficult relationships, and experience harmony through healthy communication. It provides intuitive support. It shifts our perception so that we can look at our lives in a new light. It encourages self-discovery, and it gives us the means to access deep states of consciousness. Kyanite opens the mind and calms the body and mind, empowering us to stop self-destructive behaviors and to be the best versions of ourselves. With its help, we can achieve true self-discovery, self-expression, and authenticity. Blue tiger's eye is one of the good ones for this as well, because it helps with tranquil energy that dissolves stress and eases depression, worry, anger, and fear. It improves our ability to understand our emotions and set aside our fears. It helps us to come from a place where we are able to heal our emotional wounds and find the best solutions for our issues. It helps us to be in our personal power, to speak and to communicate clearly with ease so that we can enjoy confidence and harmony in our relationships. It also brings male and female energies into balance, and it helps us balance our intuition and mental focus, inspire creative problem solving, and it helps with the endocrine system. Blue goldstone is again a good one for balancing the emotions or to settle emotions. It encourages self-discovery and expression. It increases the ability to tap into the intuition and to find the answers that we seek. It is known as the stone of ambition and confidence, and it provides us with the courage to improve our communications, and it promotes a healthy throat. Sodalite is good for strengthening our intuition and logic. It strengthens our connection to our higher self. It helps us tap into our intuition while also allowing us to think rationally. From that place, we can understand ourselves on a deeper level and open our mind to deeper thoughts that aren't charged with emotion. The throat chakra stone empowers us to be authentic, improving our understanding of ourselves so that we can accept who we are and live with more confidence. It is also helpful in improving hormone function. Blue quartz is a good one for communication through order, organization, and balance. It brings us peace, tranquility, and promotion of composed, focused mind. This is a crystal that opens up communication between the upper and lower chakras, helping us to express our spirituality and creativity. It reduces stubbornness and anxiety, depression, and fear. Disagreements dissolve in the presence of blue quartz, as does negativity and misunderstandings, and it improves our ability to bargain and to protect us with our health of throat. Aquamarine is a good one for helping with communication and judgments, to put away arguments, to get rid of anything that has been imbalanced, to help you to compromise. It is a great stone because it helps to live in harmony with others and to give trust in relationships. We find it easier to go with the flow and to exhibit power without force. It is helping with a mental function and discovering the truth within us. It helps the ego, it helps us to see how the ego causes overreactions, manipulation, victimization, and abuse so that we can improve our relationships, and it is also good for maintaining a healthy throat. Amazonite is one of the best throat chakra stones for its ability to express ourselves and encourage us to dig deeper and discover what makes us tick. It is known as the stone of truth, and it promotes harmony by reducing aggression, fear, worry, and anger. Amazonite distills our fear of judgment and boosts our self-esteem. It balances our emotions and the feminine and masculine energy in our relationships. With its help, we can experience loving communication and harmony in our relationships. It also promotes throat health. So those are different stones. Again, it was Amazonite, aquamarine, blue quartz, blue howlite, sodalite, blue goldstone, blue tiger's eye, kyanite, blue apatite, chrysocola, labradorite, and lapis lazuli. And some of the mental emotional symptoms when your throat chakra is not okay is the inability to speak your truth, anxiety, especially social anxiety, shyness, insecurity, lying, inability to keep secrets, being secretive, fear of public speaking, depression, verbal aggression, inability to listen to others, low self-esteem, manipulation, arrogance, eating disorders, lack of empathy, sensitivity, insensitivity, bad decision making, dishonesty, miscommunication, unable to tune yourself into your true self, and a lack of purpose, negativity, and judging others and yourself. Physical symptoms are sore throat, hoarseness, laryngitis, neck pain, thyroid issues, fatigue, headaches, speech impairments, earaches, tinnitus, autoimmune dysfunction, mouth ulcers, jaw pain and disorders, and dental issues. So, if you have any of those things going on, then you might have something going on with your throat chakra, but it's usually going to help, to get some of these other things going on in there to bring balance to those things. But if you are feeling any of those ways, try to, do some meditation, do some yoga, do some breath work, do some different crystals, get some different crystals to hold on to, wear the color blue, eat some fruit, and speak your truth. Whatever's going on inside of you, you got to share it with other people so that you can get it out and not be a victim of your own emotions or feelings, because you may not even know what you're feeling if you've never allowed yourself to feel, or never allowed yourself to acknowledge what you actually feel. And then that's going to ruin your relationships, and that's going to have a detrimental effect on you and the people that you probably do care about, but maybe don't know that you care about them because you maybe not telling them how you feel about them. So, hopefully that assisted you guys, and I will be back not too long with a meditation for the throat chakra. In Renee, namaste.